Black Series Edition. We have a new company coming up called Advanced Ambient Rejection Exotic Collection Screen Paint. Um, we're getting a lot of good publicity, especially with the art community, which are really interested in this technology because this will allow them to be able to utilize their to be the dream bigger with our technology. I toyed around before with different color screen paints before, and now we have a new version which is going to be quite incredible. We're going to be pretty soon finishing up when we get time, when we get settled into the new place, and we get a chance to show off the Metal Man, which is the project I was working on that wraps itself around this. Actually, might be our mascot for these products. So we got a lot of people in the art community that are really interested in what we're going to be doing with these new forms of screen paints that are going to be used for all different forms of mapping applications, visual effects, and so forth. And that's what we're working on right now. This is the site we're building. This site also too has a very major, large NDA contract attached to it with another large art community, which will be doing some. They'll be doing some beta testing on our products. As you know, all the products have very interesting names attached to them, and we need to make sure that each one of these pages that will be displaying the product will have a kind of a story on its own, explaining the product, what it's all about, stuff like that. We're going to do something completely different. As I said before, when I'm building on the site, I couldn't wait to get started because I said before we're going to be doing something completely outside the box involving screen paint products. We've done just about everything you could possibly think of when it comes to projection screen setups, and our next stage is basically doing things involving holograms, 3D mapping applications, stuff like that, something that the art community can utilize using our technology for. That's why each one of these pages have a different effect to them on how we explain the product. Pretty soon we'll have our videos here. I want to make sure I get my other place. Because my other place, I'm setting up a studio for these particular products. So I'm going to be building me a nice little office / studio for me to display and design artwork, sculptures, stuff like that. And we can code it with this technology and hit it with our projectors and show off different ways how it's going to react for the art community. We designed quite a few screen paints for projector mapping technology. Here's Taco. My cat has his own screen paint. We have actually a group that are going to be standing behind Taco's paint to market his product. So that way, as I said before, all proceeds for Taco's screen paint will be going to the SPCA to help animals and shelters and stuff like that. So that's where all his product would, his proceeds are going to. And I have a crew that's going to come in and market his product to get it in that streamline so we can basically get his product sold, get his product marketed, and that way we can actually help out the SPCA. There's Taco. He has his own page there. There is the legendary unicorn. This is actually a Girl Gamer paint. I've said this many times before. You can go into any form of gaming store. If you look around, there's more stuff in there for guys than there's for girls. Women and girls do not have anything really when it comes to gaming technology. They just don't. This is a customized engineered screen. We're going to make it. It's going to be like a high kind of a pink color. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be to maintain contrast because we have that contrast shifting technology. Allows the screens to pick up darker levels, not 100% black, darker levels. I told you I was going to put the portals in. I just put the portals in yesterday. So they're going to have their own gaming screen paint. Now, like I said, if you're a guy at the end of the day, you want a pink screen, knock yourself out. I plan to get one for myself. This will also too come in rear technology, which means it'll be a spray-on application. If you want to turn a piece of plexiglass into this rear pink kind of dark technology, you can also use it for rear projection also too. And it will come with a bulk of lights, which we usually do. But we've noticed that the girl gamers don't have any form of anything to call their own at the end of the day. Let me see. And we're going to go over here to Mystical Blue. I love the Mystical Blue page. It is really interesting to look at. As our Mystical Blue page right there. This is the platforms. We're just designing the platforms right now. This is where information, specification sheets, you're going to go in, explain the products. down here, these are the background for the video players. The video players are going to fit right in here. I wanted to do something different with this page, especially with the video players. I wanted to have a live background going off at the same time with the video players playing. I'm going to drop some more players in there too, which I haven't had time to do it today. I'm just showing you off what we're doing so far with the site. Let's go over here and let's get the 3D mapping black. So this right here is a coating we're developing for 3D mapping applications. There's two versions of this one. This one is actually crystal clear, and the second one is actually jet black. So it's designed to pick up really heavy contrast levels. We're going to be building out of the Metal Man collection. There's 5 of them. So one is actually submerged underwater, which we're going to be using projector mapping, invisible technology to map images underwater, where half of this machine is going to be submerged in water. We're going to be able to project whatever we want right through water, hit the machine, and basically map right up off of it. This would be great for advertisements. Let me see. If we got any farther, we're still working on this page right here. We're still working on it. Let's go over to front and rear acoustic. This is going to be some fun stuff. So if you're a DJ and you want to be able to show off visual effects on a whole nother level, this is what this stuff is being engineered for. This stuff is for you guys. This is for give you the ability to turn any form of surface, even if the surface is already gray or white, you can code it and convert it into black invisible technology, which allow you to be able to do all kinds of visual effects. This will be fun for you guys. I got to download my media players today. I'm going to put those in here. Some music, you can play with some music in here, but we got to put that in here today. But anyway, this is what the site's going to be designed for. We get that a lot from people asking us to do visual effects screens. This will give you the ability to design your own visual effects screen. And the surface does not have to be black to code it. You can convert any surface into that black technology, will allow sound to transport through it. It also works with acoustics, if you want to do acoustic screens with it too, but that's what it's designed for. Because usually when I see those visual screens, they're always in white or gray. I'm like, what's the point? And the majority of all, if not all, visual displays are black. They have a black background with the colors pushed through. I don't even know how that works on a gray and white screen. Don't even get how that one works at the end of the day. I really don't. And if you're in the dark, you can still see the white pulling off the screen in the gray. So this is what we're working on next. We have another color we're going to be adding in here today, which is yellow. As I said before, with the coding, we have the heightener. The heightener gives the screen the ability to be able to accept and receive white light. It also works with color, which means we can take a screen, I've done demonstrations before, blue, green, red, and we can get a white level to push off a screen that's physically red or white. Well, if you do this with any other product, what's going to happen is, and we've seen people try to do this before without any of the tests. They haven't done any of their testings correctly, but whatever. But anyway, so as I said before, the problem is you're going to have a tint of blue traced through everything if you don't have ability to be able to understand and receive white light. Same thing we do it with black technology. We can do other forms of black surfaces. We'll be the only one that can pick a high and a white level, where the rest of them will remain dark and dirty because they can't see white light. That same heightener technology, we embed that into our products over here. I'm going to go back over to home. So this will be fantastic for our community. These are not going to be normal containers. These are not the containers you're going to see. These are going to be special containers that match the personality of the product. So I want something completely different with this. I love how this looks. Try to do something a little bit different. All right, well, that's basically about it. That's pretty much it. I got to go back on. I got to start building and start working on this. I don't really record our builds anymore. I did one. I wanted to see exactly. I have a recording of that for myself, but other than that, this thing just, I like to listen to music while I'm putting this thing together, so I won't be recording any of these at all, period. I think this is going to be, oh, actually, we got another site, but then it's a Black Series technology, but is that Black Series technology? I'm not sure on that yet. Not really sure on that yet. Our fixed frame screens we're going to be designing, and more like wallpaper. I don't want to deal with fixed frame screens. Wallpaper, fixed frame screens, there's too many parts with it. They can be headaches. Even when we build one right, we're still going to have instructions. I don't even want to put together a fixed frame screen. Honestly, truthfully, I'd just rather do wallpaper. It's so much easier. 150-inch wallpaper surface that's connected to the wall. And when I'm done with it, I can just roll it up and stick it in the corner when I'm done with it. The fixed frame screens, they're heavy. I mean, even though they make them aluminum and lightweight, they still have weight to them. That's still a huge object. You got to move from A to B. Where if we make them out of wallpaper, you just roll it up and just take it through the door with you. You know how easy it is to transport a 150-inch screen when you can roll it up completely like a poster? So much easier. And the shipping cost is very cheap. So we're not going to do any fixed frames. We're going to do all wallpaper services. Anything ranging from sizes from 100-inch to 150-inch. And we're going to do customized. So be past that. The average home usually 100 to 120-inch in that range. Very few people have 150 sitting in the house. And then we're going to have those. And then we're going to have a 235.1 setup for that one in wallpaper. So there's no assembly required. All the customer has to do is just take it out of the box and just connect it to the wall, and they're set, they're done. It's finished. Nothing involved. That's what I love about the wallpaper surface. You know, easy to do. And then with the screen being a 100% black surface, well, again, you don't have to worry about spending any money for expensive projectors and all that stuff. You don't have to worry about contrast or calibrating and none of that nonsense. You fully lit environments. Yeah. I think probably once I get situated, we're going to show up a sneak peek of what that surface is going to look like. Just a sneak peek of it. Show you a sample of what we're working on. Mind you, if it takes us 20 minutes to engineer this, this is a product we're actually investing in a year to 2 years into designing. So you know it's going to be the truth when we get done with this thing. I thought about that when I was sitting there talking to somebody. And I said, you know what? The companies are not going, majority, some will do it and some won't. Some will have a painter come in and repaint their screens, but some companies don't want to do that. Some people would just rather buy the screen intact, bring it in, set up, be done with it. The only way we're going to be able to compete on a level with these certified screens is we need to have a physical screen. We have a physical screen, we can show a serious threat, because at the end of the day, instead of them going out and spending $5,000 for a screen, our screens will be way more affordable. And all to do is just setup is easy. That's pretty much it. There's no painting, there's nothing involved. Take it out of the box, connect it to your wall. Easy to transport. You can transport a 150-inch screen just like that. Take it down, roll it up, stick it in the tube. We should have that. Oh, that would be a bad idea. That'd be a good idea. That'd be a really good idea. Okay, I gotta talk about that. I got a team I talked to, I run things past, and we're working on a few things. That'd be cool. You transport a 150-inch screen from A to B, back and forth, and that'll probably be good advertising too. So that's the whole purpose, making it easy. That's what I like about the wallpaper screens. No assembly, no parts, none of that stuff. Take it out, connect it to the wall, and you're done. If you're tired of looking at 150-inch, you don't want it there anymore, you just roll it up and just put it in a tube and stick it in your closet. That's what I usually do when I'm downstairs working. I was downstairs working at the shop. I had about 4 or 5 of those screens. Just roll them up, put them up, hang it down, yeah, easy to do. So that'd be fantastic. So I got some ideas on what we're going to be doing with wallpaper. Now, motorized, I definitely want to motorize. But I want to motorize, I want tabbies. I do not want the wavy screens or the regular screens. I want actual tabbies. But I want tabbies that everybody can afford. Floor projection, gee whiz. I don't know about that one yet, to tell you the truth, because I've heard some horror stories about the floor projection screens, and motors do have issues with them, and people have had habits with screens actually shutting down in mid lift. So I don't know about that. I don't think I'm going to deal with something that has a very high return policy, or a chance of basically having malfunction issues. So right now, I'm going to stick with the motorizers for right now. So that's why we need the corporate license, which is fantastic, because I just got a call from somebody we hired that is going to help us with the tax part of it when it comes to the S corporate license. Yeah, there's a different tax work over there to do for that. So that's interesting. But anyway, so everything's come together. Everything's coming quite well. This product right here, we're going to be launching probably about next summer. It'll be available next summer. And we'll get a chance to show you some of the cool stuff we can do with it, but you'll get a chance to see some of the testing as we go along with it. This does not require massive amounts of room. It doesn't. This is involved for art. So we're going to do paintings, some of the paint designs we're going to be doing with it, projector mapping, stuff like that, sculptures, stuff like that, as we're going to be doing with it. Mostly our coating is going to be done with an airbrush. We don't really have to. You can roll them on if you want. It's a roll-on application. Some will be painting it with paint brushes, and others will be doing with spraying with an airbrush. So we can show you how you can utilize it. So I have to make a small mini studio. That's what I'm going to be setting up in the next place. It's going to be pretty cool. So I want the pictures for this to be different. I want full wraparound 360 displays on here. which means we have to get one of those turning wheels that they have, like the giant Susie's, or what do you call them, and a high professional 4K camera, so we can get that professional look all the way around, all the way up and down. I think they have that application on there to look at and see if we can use it on here, or maybe we can embed some code or whatever we got to do. But I want something really cool. So like I said, this is going to be fantastic for the art community. Let me see. Anything else? Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, I forgot. Are we making a glow-in-the-dark version of this product? We are making a glow-in-the-dark version of it. Huh. Yeah, we should. We should make a glow-in-the-dark version of this. We make a glow-in-the-dark version. It's going to have to be invisible. But we make different colors in glow too on top of that. That's a whole another category. That's actually more work. So we have this version right here, and we can make another version of it in glow, in the glow version, which would be pretty cool. So we're going to need a section for the studio that's going to be for glow applications. That's what we're going to need next. All right, well, I got work to do. I got to expand my page here because now I got another idea. Let's have another idea for something else we're going to work on. Like I said, we're going to be showing off with which everybody got their tracking numbers. We're shipping out today and all tomorrow. I'm actually making pre-orders already ahead of time, so that way we don't have to mix anything. We just take them out, put them in the packages, put tracking numbers, and get them out the door as fast as possible. So that's what I'm doing right now. I bought enough supplies to basically have stacks of them already ahead of time, so if anything comes out, we can just toss it, have it out the door already. All right, well, that's basically about it. Black Friday sale is going to end on the 4th. Thank you all for putting in your support. We really appreciate it. Updates. We did launch the limited edition black. I told you this is a product. We only make 5 of these a month. You're sold out. Shopping cart is locking. Oh, we locked it down yesterday. Shopping cart went down to lockdown, so it's not available until next month. We only put a certain amount of the gamers in there. So I put 10 of the gamers in the shopping cart, just for fun, and we're sold out. So their shopping carts are locked also too. What we do have available, which is actually one of the highest sellers right now of our products, which is the Complete Cinema. Ooh, so a lot of that. So they do like that one. So with that being said, oh yeah, and the outdoor products, we have them on the website too. So with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Let's go to our Chris Switch page. Keep in mind, this page is under construction. We're working on it right now. This is going to be turned into a Chris Switch. It's going to be turned into a commercial distributor page. Is what we're turning it into. Customers cannot get access to this page. You have to be able to have a company to get access inside of the website. So this is what this is designed for right now. Below it gives you information where you can go and get our products from the Black Series. This is the new company for our customers. And then underneath this, we have what's new. We're showing off the sneak peek, or take a peek of the new exotic website we're working on right now, which is going to be really freaking cool. So what you're seeing is the basic platform. That's not, we haven't really put time into the screen yet, website yet, but when we get done with it, it's going to be quite a fun site. I mean, even if you're not going on there to buy anything, just to go walk through the site and have some fun, that's what we want people to do, have that experience to see, or maybe it might spark some imagination or something you may want to do at the end of the day, or maybe a project you want to work on. If we want people to be able to think outside the box, that's the whole purpose. All right, well, with that being said, I got to get out of here. I got much to do. Hope you enjoyed. Got to go, and God bless.